What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another 90-day fiance video, and this one is all about Memphis and Hamza. But before we get into it, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel and every single person that is a member of Patreon, where we upload our unrestricted content that we can never possibly have on YouTube, sadly so. But of course, if you want to be a part of that community, the link is down below in the description. Now, without further ado, let's get into yesterday. Yesterday was Father's Day. And because it was Father's Day, Hamza has always took to Instagram to let it know how he felt. But this time, it seems as if his comments made a rather intense backlash towards Memphis, so that forced her to come out to have to defend herself at the expense of Hamza. And now let's get into it. And trust me when I tell you, I am so fed up with Hamza. But we'll get into that. Yeah. So as you can see, Hamza came out with this post yesterday by saying, "Today is Father's Day. It would be the first Father's Day with my daughter. We should be celebrating together. I don't know when I will see her. Every day I miss her. Today should be special, but all I can do is patiently wait to see her again." Now, let me remind you, he's been talking about patiently waiting to see his daughter for the longest time possible. And I recently made a video, if you haven't seen it, about how he even went to the same freaking city his daughter's in, but yet still didn't manage to see his daughter. But to be fair, that video that I made has so much more context to what I'm saying. So if you haven't seen that video, go and watch it. Then come back to this one, because it'll give you a clearer picture of why my narrative is exactly the way I'm presenting it to you lovely people. Now, of course, because of this post itself in particular, Memphis was, of course, always going to get some backlash, even though, well, This is what Memphis then came out with yesterday, some hours after Hamza's post. "The more people try to bash me about things they have no idea about, the more you will continue to make yourself look absolutely nutty for sticking your nose in other people's business. Don't you have something more important to do than try to change my positivity into negativity?" And to be fair, she has been very positive as of late. In fact, she has stayed away from being on social media and even addressing her situation with Hamza. And she's been doing that for a very long time. And I repeat something that I've said in previous videos. Since Memphis went quiet, Hamza started speaking up. When Memphis was speaking, Hamza didn't say a single freaking thing. And his reason at the time was, "I can't say things due to an NDA." Well, that's clearly gone, because it was confirmed that he's not going to be a part of 90 Day Fiancé again anyway, because he was asked a question about being a single life. And he said, no. But nonetheless, though, it seems to me as if he took advantage to start seeking sympathy, empathy from all the people once Memphis had been quiet, because he knew that if he tried to do what Memphis was being loud, well, she would have probably come in with the receipts. Because let's be real, when Memphis was out here talking the most, she was dropping receipts too. She was dropping gems here and there. Whether or not those gems worked in her favor or not, she was still dropping them. And obviously Hamza knows, or must know, that she must have something else ready to drop if he was to ever go one-on-one with her on social media. But you never know. But with Memphis, she seems like someone who's always going to be prepared for the worst. But nonetheless, though, she continues by saying, "I'm secure and I'm happy. Please go live your life or as well, and project your opinion on things that your opinion truly matter in." Now, of course, some people may say this post may have nothing to do with Hamza, but trust me when I tell you, if she's going to be receiving any kind of screen, it's going to be because of the fact that Hamza has been running with the narrative that Memphis will not allow him to see his own daughter, when Memphis has never come out to say that he cannot see his own daughter. In fact, Hamza has actually never even come out to say that he cannot see his daughter per se. That has never been a direct, actual, you see what I'm saying? Which tells me massively that he can. It's just that he doesn't want to make the effort. In fact, I even question that in the video that I made, where he shows that he was in the same city as his daughter about a week or 2 or 3 ago, I now even question if that picture was just made up, because really and truly the picture was just was of Google Maps saying that this is where he was right now. But to be honest with you, anyone can do that. So to be fair with you, maybe he even pretended that he went to the same city, so therefore he can give us a perception that maybe he went there but then he was rejected. You never know with the guy, but trust me when I tell you, Memphis may not be no saint, but Hamza most certainly isn't. And to be honest with you, if it's Father's Day and I want to see my child on Father's Day, but allegedly I'm not allowed to, or at least that's a narrative, I would still go to my daughter's house, knock on the door and say, hey, can I see my daughter, please? In fact, I would have been making an effort to see my daughter way before that as well anyway, especially if I know that biologically she's mine. In fact, let's have this conversation. Some people love to talk about how, hey, I'm not really going to be believing this and that until we've seen a DNA test. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that Hamza keeps talking about how he misses his daughter means that clearly he believes that this is his daughter. But here's the thing though, how can he but here's the thing though, let's say Memphis is blocking him from seeing his child, which I don't believe she is. How can you make sure that you can get to see your child and courts can get involved? Well, a test is one of those ways. And now here's the thing though, if the law was to say, hey, you have to take a DNA test so we can prove that this child is his so he can see his own child, you'd have to. But those measures aren't being made. That's why we can never talk about, and it's pointless talking about the fact that there's a potential chance that this daughter isn't his, because, well, Hamza keeps treating the situation as if he knows 100% that it is his daughter. And to be honest with you, I don't know what's worse. Portraying the situation as if the daughter is your daughter because you know she's your daughter, or portraying the situation as if someone's your daughter but you're unsure that that person is your daughter, because that therefore means you're using someone else's child to parade yourself. You're using someone else's potential child for empathy. You're using someone else's child to get sympathy. So what's worse, using your own child for sympathy and empathy from random people online, or using someone else's child that's not even yours? Either way, the narrative is still disturbing. The narrative is still uncomfortable. Either way, the narrative is not fair, because a child's life is being used because somebody wants people to feel sorry for him. But to feel sorry for him for what? Where is the proof in the pudding? Where is the proof that he's not allowed to see his own child? Where is the proof? There is no proof that he's not allowed to see his child. Just as much as there's no proof the child is his, right? So I'm saying, if you're going to use that as a way to defend Hamza, so just because you dislike Memphis, well then where's the proof on both sides? But like I said before, Memphis is no saint. I'm not a fan of Memphis. I'm not a fan of Hamza. But the matter of fact is, Hamza's behavior on a recurring basis, week in and week out. Tell me something. Would you put more effort into telling the world that you miss your child every single freaking day of the week, or every other day of the week? Or would you use that every other day in the week to be finding ways, to find ways of how you can see your child, or at least prove it's your child? What would you do? But hey, nonetheless though, let me know what you're thinking in the comment section. And for all those people that's gonna be like, just leave it alone, man. You've made the videos about too many times, man. Be quiet, man. I do what I like. Nonetheless though, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the comment section. Peace.